a lot. So what I'll do is I'll end up doing like a week playlist with this character, like level 20, and get a whole bunch of blue ones, give it to my level 31, and then break them down. It's really, you know, when you put together 3 players on this and you're done leveling them up, they're all 20, then you really have like a team instead of just, you know, I like it. Like, I really have a feeling my Titan will be better than my Hunter in the Crucible. I really think that... Nice. I really think that the Warlock will be better on raids. Or the Titan. Like, the Hunter I don't think is the best one for raids. So far. Like, the 2 raids out so far. Or let me rephrase that. Just the Vault of Glass. I love the punch, too. Like, the ability to reincarnate on the raids with the Warlock, or put up the big force field with the Titan. And the Crucible, the Titan's just, you know, they're such a powerhouse, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if you have one of each, one, like Striker, Titan, and a Defender one, that'd be great.
Well, you can switch your subclass anytime you want, too, so... And there's a 3rd subclass coming out, either with the House of the Wolves or with the Dark Comet in September. Like I said, folks, right now, anything you've been hearing about the House of the Wolves, throw it out the window. Because they're going to be trying to patchwork, redesign, and fix and change a lot of Destiny's gameplay with it. And you know what? We're only 42 days away from it. So... But I love how, like, my new character, like, instantly got the good Sparrow, and, you know, it's not like you're making a new character. It's like you're making a new character plus. I don't know, that's kind of a weird way to say it. Sometimes, yep, there's one in here. Sometimes in the statue there's a chest. I love getting loot, and you're, like, excited about green again. You're like, green, yeah! BAM! Nice. I'm going to make my Warlock. What I decided to do is I'm going to make 2 female Exo Warlocks. This one's name is Eve. And the other, or sorry, this one's name's Vixen and the other one's Eve. Vixen, she's actually a character from GTA. And when she died, my character in GTA had her mental thought waves put into a computer. And she was downloaded into an exo body in the future. Yes, people, I fan fiction all my characters together. Suck it. Ooh, golden chest.
Oh,
nice.
Be a chest yeah, I was gonna say, golden chest.
Yeah. Now, I've been debating, should I wait till I'm level 20? Or...
I don't know.
I'm grabbing one, like, throughout the thing. Like, green gun. Now, this one actually might be better than one I have. Let me check. Like I said, I'm only going to level 20. Let's see, level 7... and a level 6, 99. I'm going to compare the 2 really quick. Looks like this one has a little more range and reload and a little less stability. Other than that, they're identical. The attacks go up the same. Let's see. Kills with this weapon reduce cooldown on a grenade, or recovering from a near death grants additional ammo and briefly increases reload speed. I'm actually going to keep the one I have because it's already done up to 99. And, you know, like I said, this shit's just transient weapons. I'm pushing up 10 more levels and then boom. Perfect Antheon's Epilogue, perfect Plan C, and a perfect Icebreaker are going to come to her while I work on, you know, my other guy uses bad juju. I just love popping and locking all day long, man. But yeah, so my 2 female exos are going to be my hunter's bitches. That's the whole thing. Like, my guy's so sick, he's got 2 bodyguard bitches. We got room for another on the fire team, folks, but we're doing level 10 story stuff again. We'll do this for a few missions, and then eventually I won't be able to do any more because I'll be too weak. And then we'll bounce off to my level 30. Just got like 2 or 3 hours left here. Just going to sit and play some Destiny. No Crucible, no raids today, folks. Ah! What's great about the one I picked is you can stay in the center and stay safe for a second. Yeah. Yeah, I've got so much gear. It's so much in this game literally opened up after I made the second character. Watch your 6, you're being flanked. I know, I'm just fucking around. Yesterday we didn't have a level 30 with us, so it was a little more challenging. We had like a 15 and a 10. So we were still kind of like keeping our fingers crossed on a few things, but I got fucking... That's why I loved when I came back with Game Man. Like, I'd let him try, and then I'd just fucking like do it for him and like give him a little chance to power up. Because, you know, you want to level up too, and, you know, getting a few kills and stuff. I love the stun grenade. Why, folks? People overlook it. It can stun unlimited amount of enemies, which means you can cluster stun 30 people at a time. They're blind as a bat. You can literally make 30 enemies useless. I love it. It's a fucking amazing grenade. Not saying the other grenades aren't good. I don't have them yet. Of course, my second subclass hasn't come out either. Level 15 is my next goal, then 20. At 20, this shit's going to be honey. Plus, sometimes you might get a little bored playing with your character. A new character might liven it up. The grind for raiding and exotics might be a little too much, so you might want to go back and do the story mode and actually get paid off. I highly recommend, folks, make new characters. You'll also learn more about your enemy when you're fighting them in the Crucible if you know how a Titan works. Like, you know. But like I said, first and foremost, the fact that you can do 3 vault raids a week instead of 1, and the fact that you can store your Warlock gear in your Warlock and your Titan, so you don't have to worry about your vault filling up. Yeah. It's just, it makes sense. Like, if you only have one character, you're really only getting a third out of this game as you can. You don't even ever have to play your Warlock, people, or your Titan, or your Hunter. Just make the other 2 classes, keep them at level 2s right when they get to the tower. Just so you can have them for storage. I mean, what do you have, like, total? Let me look over here really quick. We got, 9 of each weapon class, 9 of each armor section. You've got 10 storage for minerals, 10 storage for like loot drops. That opens up, you know, a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot of gear. My vault was actually filled with all gear for Warlocks and Titans. Extra guns for them, extra Shradders for them, extra ships for them, and armor that only they could use. My vault is still filled with Warlock armor. I've got like a full set of rare, not legendary though, but rare Warlock armor waiting for when I make my Warlock. I've got a set of guns. I got like 2 coiled hisses and 2 undertakers, Enthean's epilogue, couple fusion rifles, couple shotguns, all legendary, all waiting for my characters. But in a way, it's like, yay, but it's just wasting my vault. You know what I mean? What's cool about this for like his character is he gets to watch it with his new armor.
Yeah.
Now, I still think you should be able to come back and do any story mode at level 30, and you should get items again.
Yeah.
Here, let's do a raid at level 30. You get items, but you can't do it. You can do a strike at level 30. Well, 28, 26, whatever. But there's going to be 30 strikes eventually. But you can't. Oh my god, I forgot. This is an old shirt I'm wearing on the show, people. It's from Iron Chef Japan. When I lived in Japan, I got this. This is when I was a bodybuilder. I had like 8 more inches on my arms. And it's like all stretched out in the arms for like my old arms.
You know, I have to see this.
It's not that big, you know, like it just looks like a loose t-shirt, but at one time it was like skin tight to my arms. I'm trying to stretch it out without stretching the shirt, but you can just see from the looseness that hangs.
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah. Well, when I first started to lose weight and I dropped my first 200 pounds, I really got heavy into bodybuilding because to convert the extra skin, if you build muscle up, it will really help. And so I just put on a huge amount of muscle, and then slowly lost that muscle over time and just redeveloped it. But I have a whole set of clothes from when I was fat and a whole set of clothes from when I was bodybuilding, and when I put them on, it's like... Because this shirt's only a medium, but it was stretched out when I was bodybuilding. What's up, Chris? King Reds. What's up? I got a mic, $20. So yeah, I'm off to a new $100 headset after the week. Nice. Well, I gotta tell people once again, I use $10 Bluetooths for my PS3 and $30 SADOs, and you can even get better ones if you want. So.
Hey, Chris, what's Cribble?
Cribble. And I also got Thunderlord and Cribble. I keep hearing Thunderlord. What is that, gun? Is that the Combat MG? Is that right? Is that, am I thinking? I think it's a Combat MG, or is it a Schrader? Once again, folks, we're helping my new character out. If you guys want to come in, we got room for one more. The more powerful, the better. I would love just to have 2 30s with me and make a great highlight reel out of this, just fucking people up right now. It's fun to sit back and pop and lock while, like, Angel... I was literally, like, popping and locking, and I'm like, I'm so making GIFs out of this later. I'm like, he's like... Cool. Let me see if I can get Chris in here. You on? Chris. No, you're not.
He said it's a machine gun.
Oh, yes, it's a machine gun. Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe Chris is just watching elsewhere.
That's all good.
Watching Patrol.
It's all good.
He said he's joining. He's probably meeting on or something.
I can read. Yep. No, I actually think I found out through Little Trial and Error that there is a few seconds lag when you guys type something in the chat before it pops up on my little overlay on the show.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so I do apologize for that. It used to be a much more instantaneous thing, like a few seconds. I can't guarantee how long it is, and it could be one of those fluctuating, like, you hit enter on saying something, it doesn't pop up on that overlay. But I noticed when I had the chat up on my iPad, it was, like, coming through, like, 5 seconds sooner. But a few seconds, people, it's not a big deal, you know?
Yep, there it is.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, like I said, if you've got level 10 or higher, you can come along, too. One level 30 can hold 2 people on a 10. But if you got a new character... but if not, feel free just to come back. I'm just going to grind it out until we get to like a level 15 or 16 job, you know, and I can't. Like, it's like you're too weak. And then you guys can either come with me on patrol to grind up Vanguard stuff, or I'll go to my level 30. But right now, my strat, no raids today, no Crucible. It's like 3-ish p.m. I'm on to about 5:30, so I got like 2 hours. I would really like to try to work on getting this character up to 20 as fast as I can. Weird. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
They did the blank tower. No, it's fine.
Uh-oh.
It's no biggie. You just go back to orbit and come back down. Now, sometimes you might... Yeah, you might think like, oh my god, I got an empty tower. No, what's going to happen is if you stay in the tower, there's no one you can talk to. You just go back to orbit and go back down. The tower is like a whole nother server you're syncing to, so sometimes that's where you have the issues. I've seen this a few times. Actually, let me try to get Chris in here before, or at least...
That's my first time seeing no one in the tower.
Nice. Chris, I'm going to send you an invite. If you can't get in, go to the tower by yourself. Get whatever bounties you want, and then I'll re-invite you in orbit. And that's my strategy always, people. Trying to pull friends in while you're at the tower... You got to look at the tower's population. If it's 14 out of 16, you can only invite in 2 people, and you hope they make it before someone else. So, you know, everyone should try to always meet up in orbit. And even Bungie has said that on their app. Like, people, we've been hearing your complaints, but it's because you're trying to invite 5 people to your fire team when there's 15 people in the tower. So, you know. Now, the tower holds 16 people. So does each planet's patrol. 16 people. So we've talked about it before, you know, 3 people fire teams, 16 people on a planet, 3 divided in 16 is not an even number. So maybe it's like 15, maybe there's more people on patrol. I've never been able to count them all. It's not like you can count them all. But if you do the math, 3 doesn't go into 16. It's, you know, it goes in 5 times with a remainder of 1. So it's either 16 people... 15 people, or it's maybe 18 people. It's a division of 3. You know, it's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. Those are the amounts of people that are on patrol. I would like them to cut that in half, kind of. I would really, really like to see 6 players on patrol. they've already announced that they can do